Well, we had heard rumors of a State of Play coming up in August. Had heard August 6th. That was getting thrown around a bit. And, well, we were expecting something from Sony in August. It looks like they've announced it. There will be a State of Play this week. In just a couple of days, August 6th, one will be taking place. However, it is different than what I was expecting, and I think many other people were expecting. We were thinking more along the lines of brand new big time reveals for the PlayStation 5, whether it's from first party or maybe even some third party exclusives thrown in there, as we've had things like Silent Hill rumored for quite a while now. Doesn't look to be the case, though. No, we're going to talk about what you can expect here. Even though Sony has told us, I still see a lot of people on Twitter and other message boards and everything talking about some of their hopes and dreams for this event, and a lot of it comes down to, like, I hope the next God of War is here. Doesn't look to be the case. So we're going to go over that here today, what you can expect, when it's going to happen, and all of that. If you enjoy the video, though, make sure you hit the like button down below on the way out, guys, and get subscribed for any of the next-gen news coming up. So let's go over here to the PlayStation blog, where they did post it, saying State of Play returns this Thursday, August 6th. Now, this, according to Sony, is going to be focused around updates on upcoming PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR titles. And they're going to have some updates on third-party PlayStation 5 games that we've already seen. According to them, it could end up being gameplay even, maybe some extended looks. And I'm kind of thinking we will have just like straight-up gameplay. Like they'll run us through parts of a level flat out, which is good, right? That's what a lot of people want to see, is what will this look like when I drop down into the game and actually start playing it? Because the CGI trailer, all that stuff is like, oh, that's cool, but what will the game actually look like, right? So they say it's been a while, but State of Play returns this Thursday with a focus on third-party published games coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR. We'll have a few PlayStation 5 game updates on third-party indie titles you last saw in June's PlayStation 5 showcase. And they showed quite a few of them. I do think something along the lines of a larger game that they probably want to spotlight a bit more is like Deathloop. That was explained kind of, but not quite. We were hearing some odd things about it, and it sounded like you're just going to be basically Groundhog Daying this whole thing over and over and over again until you beat the part of the level or the assassin or whoever. But it wasn't as clear to, I think, most people what the overall idea of the game was when it comes to gameplay. That would be a good way to showcase it, maybe show part of a level and some of the mechanics. That is a big one. And, of course, maybe you'll see some with Bug Snacks and a few others. So there were quite a few indie games and third-party games there that they can showcase. PlayStation VR is an interesting one because they have said that the PlayStation VR headset will be compatible with the PlayStation 5, like right away, it seems. So it's not surprising to me that they would come out with more PlayStation VR titles going forward, especially during this like cross-generation time for Sony, right? Having PlayStation VR titles, if the headset is just straight up compatible day one, yeah, that makes sense. Although I know that the market for PlayStation VR is much smaller than just obviously people looking forward to PlayStation 4 games. There is still a market there for it, and they'll definitely be trying to grow it more going into next generation with a PlayStation VR 2. I think getting closer and closer for announcement, maybe first half of next year. It's kind of what I'm thinking there. But check this out. They say the episode is weighing in at 40 plus minutes. They even have a little exclamation point with the parentheses, like, you know, it's like this exciting big thing. 40 plus minutes for it just being PlayStation 4, updates to PlayStation 5 games we already know about, and PlayStation VR. That's quite large. When you say that, that is a lot of time to kind of cover there. So that's one of the reasons I think we will have some, I don't want to say lengthy gameplay sessions, but longer than like 30 seconds to a minute, right? They say we've got a great lineup in store featuring plenty of new gameplay footage and other game updates. Can't wait to hear what you think. Thursday, August 6th, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, and you can watch live Twitch and YouTube. They go on to say, obviously, because they want to like mount, like really reel in the expectations, because like I said, State of Play, we're coming up on the PlayStation 5 release. People are really hoping that we'll see pre-order information, all of that. They say there'll be no PlayStation Studios updates in Thursday's episode. There won't be any updates around hardware, business, pre-orders, or dates either. They're just going to focus squarely on showcasing some cool upcoming games coming to the broader PlayStation ecosystem should be fun. So yes, keep those expectations in check, like severely in check for this one. I am curious what PlayStation 4 games they will show, and the other thing I'm very curious about is if they will start to adopt the compatible with PlayStation 5 marketing. We've heard rumors and even some documentation we've seen that apparently most developers at this time, because we're beyond July, have to make sure that their PlayStation 4 games also work with the PlayStation 5, or at least cover some of the basic checks to post at startup and all of that, right? So I'm wondering if with this show, since we are now into August, if Sony will have some new marketing set up on these PlayStation 4 games to say compatible with PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 compatible, since, we don't want to buy the game and it just not work on the PlayStation 5, right? That is something I could see. Think of what Microsoft has been doing with the Series X, where they have that big old Series X optimized sticker that apparently has been moved around after some of the feedback for that one. But I do think that is an important bit of marketing that Sony should make sure is super clear that, hey, if this game is compatible, and we assume they will be compatible here now going forward, have it clearly printed on trailers and on box art and all of that for PS4 games. But hey, I'm at least curious, I'll say, as to what they want to cover for 40 minutes when it comes to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR titles. I am obviously looking forward more to the PlayStation 5 State of Play that I have to imagine is this month, right? Because we're 3 months out from this system launching, we think. We don't know the release date, we don't know price, and we don't even know when we can pre-order this thing. Now, they can change all of that in a press release, or they can change all of that in a State of Play that honestly could happen a week from now. Like we get this week, and then the following week they have a big State of Play that follows up with a press release going over how much this thing costs and when we can pick it up. So I know people are excited for the PS5 stuff, but PS4 stuff still pretty exciting to see, right? See some new games, and just hold out for that PS5 event just a little bit longer, because they do have some pretty cool stuff from their first party and even third party stuff. So I look forward to that, but a fun little surprise, I think, for the week here with a 40-minute showcase around PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR. But let me know what you guys think about this with the State of Play coming up in just a few days. Is there anything you're really expecting here outside of, obviously, as Sony has printed like 3 times here, any of their first-party studios for the PlayStation 5 or even the PlayStation 4, it seems? What do you think we'll see from indie developers and third-party developers here? Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.